I'm holding, okay? Okay, so that's the right side. So now I'm going to go for the left side. I'll grab my other angled piece, which is over here. Let me see which one was a little bit shorter. These are fine, okay. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put the glue, apply a bead of glue to the larger side, like that, and then on the bottom, once again, this is Glossy Accents, one of my favorite glues. It really, truly is. I love it. It sticks quick. It holds quick. It's good on everything. I just love it. So, you know, whatever makes you happy. Okay, so I'm going to put this one in. Let me see if I can do this. I'm going to have to stand up real quick. I'm going to put this in here and line it up. Put my trash can out of the way. Line it up pretty good. Then put it to the back. Line that up right there. Hold it for a second. Go ahead and pull up my structure strip that had been adhered, taped. Okay. And then hold it in place for just a shake. Okay, let me point this out real quick to you. You will see a little edge here. You're going to have about, where am I? Here I am. 1/8 of an inch. Well, let's see, where can you see it? Let me do it from the inside. You're going to have a little bit of an 1/8 of an inch gap there. And that's because the front piece fits down in front of this, okay? So don't worry about that. That's going to be good. Okay. Next, I'm going to grab my front piece that we were just talking about, and I'm going to apply glue to the bottom here. It's going to be in a couple of places. So right there, and then I'm going to apply glue to the inside left and right front. Probably just about 1/8 of an inch in from the edge, or right on the edge actually. So there's that, and again here. I just don't know why I cannot keep a straight line. Anyway, so that's that. So I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to put my glued spots and my bottom down, up against there and up against there, like that. And line it up and stick it down so these are flush with each other, and kind of hold it in for a second and down. This is kind of how I made the ladies desk for CHA for Graphic 45. It's the basic shape. Of course, this was a hinged panel, so there's that. Okay, so that's good, and that's needs to dry for a shake more. Knock this up a little bit better. And you got a little wiggle room with this, but really the first time you really stick it down and really push it down, that's probably the best adhesion you're going to get from this glue. So if you move it around too many times, it kind of loses a little bit of its stuff, and you need to reapply the glue. So I'm going to hold that down just a bit. Okay, so that's done. So, oh, you know what I forgot to do? I'm not following my own directions. What you're going to do before you do this, oh lordy, you're going to come over here and you're going to mark 4 inches in. I can't see myself. There we go. You're going to mark, before you put the sides on, you want to take your base piece and you want to mark it 4 inches in from the left side, right, or from the right side, okay? And do a vertical line. And over here, you're going to mark it twice to meet that vertical line. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you how to make this up as I go. because I'm not following my pattern, and I guess I should be doing it that way so y'all can see it. So I'm going to take my last middle piece, my last angle piece that goes in the middle, and I'm going to glue it on 3 sides. I'm going to glue the bottom, so what I'm saying, follow my pattern, don't follow me, or my tutorial, whatever we want to say these days. Okay, so I'm gluing that, glued it on 3 sides, and it's going to go in here and glued to the front, bottom, and back. Okay? You know what? It does matter though, doesn't it? So these got to go in there. Sorry. So I'm going to go ahead and just move that real quick. Once again, if you follow my pattern, this is going to be the best thing. I wasn't really thinking about what I was doing actually. So I'm going to go ahead and move this over where it needs to go. Okay, and then I'm going to pull these out, and that is where it needs to go. So now I'm going to let that sit for a second. And then in the pattern, what I say is go ahead and cut structure strips now. That is so crooked. There we go. Go ahead and cut your structure strips now to so this won't wobble back and forth. And so I'm going to cut 2 structure strips to make that better. Get my trimmer out, cut those down. What I was telling you all about the V and my pattern, if you turn it back, make it into a V like that, because that's the way it's really going to go in there. It's going to hold like that, okay? So I'm going to do that to both. These are going to go on the bottom, on the inside, okay? So I'm going to put that, pull one, actually I'm going to pull both sides of it real quickly. Okay, I'm going to put that, see, this is going to be, let me see if I can get it up to the camera. Right there. Can y'all see this side? Yeah. I'm going to put that down in here. And actually, these are a tad bit too long. Let me cut it real quick. Scissors. Cut off a little bit. There we go. And I put it down. I've kind of got it. The sticky sides are on the outside. I've got the non-sticky sides pushed together. I'm going into the box. I'm going to go down into there. It's still too long. And I'm going to go down in there, and I'm going to put it to the inside and to the bottom, and then to the inside. Okay, and I'm going to take my bone folder, and I'm going to adhere that to the side and to the bottom at the same time, kind of supporting it here. I would probably let all this dry a little bit before you work with it. Not too long, but you know, enough. Let's pull this one. Okay, and then I'm going to put this in there. I'm doing the opposite side now. Once again, I forgot that I need to make this smaller. Put it in, stick it into the corner. Then I'm kind of releasing it, and then pushing it into both sides, and then grabbing my bone folder and reinforcing that. Okay, it makes it a lot more rigid at the bottom. It won't move back and forth because we're going to put stuff up against it. Okay, and I would do the same thing here against this wall here, all the way up, and same thing there, and again there and there. So, because this is going to be, you know, it can move back and forth. So it's just probably better to do that. I'm not going to do that here. I'll do it later. So I'm going to grab my larger piece that's going to go in the back, and I'm going to glue it on the side. This is such a bad one. This is the one I messed up on. Let me fix it real quick. Okay, let's see which one over. Okay, so I'm going to grab my glue and I'm going to put it on the, oops, I'm going to put it on the bottom here, and then put it on the sides here, and that side over here. Okay, so I'm going to pull my box back over so y'all can see it. This is the one that goes in the back, and I'm going to put it in here, and I'm going to put glue on the two sides and the bottom. So bottom, and the other side, that. I'm going to put that in here. Once again, if I line that up, it's going to be basically 4 inches in, sorry, 2 and 7, I think, 2 and 7/8 in, but where it meets this, sorry, hold on one second, I just need to make that perfect. Okay, so that's there, and I'm going to hold it on and let it dry down for a second. Those are my 2 divider sections. So really, y'all, that's basically the whole thing. And see how quick that was? I mean, it really is quick to make the basic structure of the box. And it holds pretty quickly. And once again, if you use structure strips, it'll go a lot quicker because you've got a little something there that holds it together while you're working on other things. So I would probably, my next step would probably be, I'm not going to do it, I just want to show you all the basic structure of the box. But my next thing would be really to go over all of the corners with structure strips, kind of like what I did with the base. Let's go ahead and do that one because that needs to dry better than what I'm doing. I know this is 4 inches tall, so I'm going to cut those. I'm going to cut 8 at 4 inches. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I just need 4. So 4 at 8 inches. So I'm going to pull them back into a V. I'm going to grab my pick, pull off both edges, both sides of the structure strip tape backing, and I'm going to pull it in, put it into the corner, apply it to one side, then the other side. Okay, so this one, did y'all see that? Sorry. So let me do it that way. And that way, 2V, pull it into the corner, all the way down, flush to the bottom, flush to the side, and in. Okay, just like that. You have these dog ears here that you just trim off with a scissor. Okay, so really, that's the box. The only other thing you do is you cut your little lid, which I believe, I can't remember how big it was, but you cut your lid that goes on and sits on top of this. It's wider, and it sits on top of that, right? And hinges to this and this piece, and that's your lid. Okay, so that is the basic general way you do the Carol's Caddy. Okay, just wanted y'all to see that because it really is very quick. And y'all have a good night, and I appreciate you watching. Thanks a bunch. Bye.